From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier cultural choice.
What y'all, man? How's the family doing? Let everybody get on in here. Waiting on everybody to pop on through. Let me get all my recording devices together so I can record this. All right, man, you guys good? Y'all living good? Y'all having a good week so far? What's going on with the family here? Waiting on more people to pop on in the room. Glad to have y'all in here. Ready to chop up game. I'm doing it at my usual time. Usually I do the live Twitter space around this time of night. I'm back in the United States now. I just got back from Fiji. Got back from Fiji today. Had a phenomenal time out there in Fiji. Much respect to the Fijian people. Real good people. Real good, solid folks. Had a great time out there. Very lovely, hospitable people. Very nice people. Very, very nice people. Now, let's get some folks in here. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about delineating and what's wrong with foundational Black Americans delineating. Riley, what's up, Mr. Riley? I see you hopped on early. Mr. Riley, are you in here, sir? Let's get Mr. Riley in here. Looking like ZZ Top over here. Mr. Riley, if you'd like to speak, that'd be great. But I'm talking about today's topic, and I need you guys to retweet this. Let everybody know that we're live right now. The rapper Cameron, on his YouTube show, he sparked a little bit of controversy. He sparked a conversation. He says he wants to refer to himself as a Black American. He doesn't like the term African American. He said, hey, no disrespect to Africa, but they don't really rock with us like that over there. So you know what? I like Black American. I don't like the term African American. And a lot of people chimed in on the conversation. And this is a discussion that we've been having on the grassroots, and a lot of people are picking up on the conversation, and a lot of people have this sentiment. A lot of us are choosing to refer to ourselves as foundational Black Americans or Black Americans, but to be more precise, the term foundational Black American is very specific. On new federal paperwork, have you seen, there's been stories about Black categories are showing a delineation of what Black person you're talking about. So a lot of these, I think there's student loan documents. They say Black American, Caribbean, Haitian. So they give you the option to specify which Black American you are. Now, that's a good start. They need to be a little more precise with it, because even the term Black American, and other groups can kind of latch on to that. We got to be real specific. You know, they got to put foundational Black American on there, or descendant of freedmen, something like that, to really, really let people know who's who. But the messaging is out there, ladies and gentlemen. The delineation message is out there. And, you know, we got to give props where props are due. We got to give shout outs to our brother and our scholar warrior, Dr. Claude Anderson, who's been talking about us as he calls Native Black Americans being a very specific ethnic group. We have to give credit to him. I believe in giving people the credit they're due. I don't like taking something or getting some game from somebody and not giving them credit. The person we have to give credit to is Dr. Claude Anderson, who's been driving this message home for decades. About a decade ago, I had him on my live stream one time talking about how we, Native Black Americans, and that's a term that I would use, but then I wanted to tighten the term up. He was specifying how we are a very unique group. We are different from other groups. We shouldn't use the term African American. It was Claude Anderson really driving that message home. And now we see why. And for a long time, I would use the term Native Black American. And I wanted to tighten that term up a little bit more because people would get confused. Sometimes they would think, are you talking about a black person mixed with a red Native American? So I had to make a distinction. No, we're talking about foundational black Americans who are the foundation of this country. When you use the term foundational, and if you notice, people are starting to use those terms too. They're starting to use the term foundational in a lot of stuff now. But foundational is a very precise term because that's a unique term to us. No other group is foundational to this country where you actually built that thing from scratch. You were instrumental in building it from the ground up. You didn't immigrate here from anywhere. You understand? That's a very, very important distinction. And this whole thing where we have to claim to be African, and we're not denigrating Africa. Much love to Africa. And I'm not one of the people who says they don't have any African DNA. Of course we do. I have African genealogy. I do. Much love to Africa. But we've had an ethnogenesis. I just left Fiji. The people of Fiji, they acknowledge that their origin is out of Africa. If you talk to them, they will tell you. They have a whole origin story. They tell you exactly how they got to those islands thousands of years ago. They were breaking this. They were telling me, I didn't even ask them. They were breaking this stuff down. Some of the words that they use, they talk about how their lineage goes back to East Africa and Egypt. And a lot of sun god worship is over there in Fiji as well, as it was in Egypt. The sun god Ra, they acknowledge, and they use that term in a lot of the Fijian dialect, the term Ra. They were breaking all this stuff down to me. So they acknowledge their African lineage, but they also acknowledge that they are a brand new ethnic group. They are Fijian, right? Same thing with us. We've been over here for a gazillion years, and we're told that we're not supposed to acknowledge our uniqueness as a unique ethnic group. And that's horse crap. We are an ethnic group that we have to acknowledge. We are a brand new group outside of Africa, no disrespect, but we are our own ethnic group. They've done DNA studies showing that we have specific DNA that's specific to us. We have a lineage that's specific to us. Like everybody else, every other group, if you go somewhere for a few hundred years, you're going to acknowledge the uniqueness of that group. They don't play this game with the Caribbeans. Like if you're Jamaican, now Jamaicans are African people, but you don't call them Afro-Jamaicans. You just call them Jamaicans. They had an ethnogenesis. They have a whole new Jamaican culture. Even though they have African DNA, they have a whole new culture as Jamaicans. Same thing with Haitians. But the thing is, we're not supposed to acknowledge our ethnogenesis as foundational Black Americans. And the reason why is because everybody expects us to uphold the whole one sided Pan Africanism vibe. See, we're supposed to be the glue to uphold love for Africa. And truth be told, we've been the ones caping for Africa for the last couple of hundred years. Let's be clear. Who's been really caping for Africa? It's been us. We've been elevating Africa. All of the independence movements of Africa, a lot of that was orchestrated and kicked off by foundational Black Americans. I've talked about this ad nauseum many, many times. When we talk about African studies, it's a lot of our scholars, the John Henry Clarks and the Renoko Rashidis, and oh, so many of them. So many of our scholars have been upholding and uplifting Africa. Anthony Browder, which is nothing wrong with that. We like to talk about the greatness of Africa, but it's been one sided. Even with the Hidden Colors series, we talked about the historic greatness of Africa. We have been upholding it. Now that we're saying, hey, we have to uphold our specific ethnic group, everybody wants to cry foul and then project this thing onto us. You niggas don't like Africa. You hate yourself. Africa is the motherland. Okay. You niggas don't want to give props and praises to the motherland. They say that about us because we're acknowledging our foundational Black American lineage. Here's the problem: the people who don't want to uphold Africa are Africans. Y'all the ones fighting to get the hell up out of there. Y'all the ones trying to make a beeline to get over here. You're the ones hopping on inner tubes to get the hell on up out of there. Y'all don't want to uphold Africa. And without us doing it for you, you're like, oh, damn, we're stuck with the stigma. So y'all want us to help remove the stigma while you bounce. And we're saying, nah, y'all gonna have to uphold yourselves. That's where all this anger is coming from. Every time we talk about our lineage, there's always somebody trying to tell us what we're not. You niggas are not American. You're African. All right, well, what African nation is welcoming us with open arms? Well, you have to go whack hard and go see. No, no. Ain't nobody doing all that. We're not doing all that. We're acknowledging our foundational Black American lineage. There's nothing wrong with that. We are a unique ethnic group. That doesn't translate into hating anybody. Notice how it always gets translated into we hate somebody. When we say, hey man, we're gonna celebrate some of the foundational Black American culture. You niggas hate Ghanaians. What? What the hell? No, nobody said nothing about no Ghanaian. What are you talking about? It always translates into we hate somebody. No, we don't. Calm down and uphold your own lineage. It's hold your own nut time. Excuse me. It's all about holding your own nuts. We're gonna get some of these calls in here. Let's see who's in here. Riley, are you ready to get back on? Riley, let's try you again. I don't know what's going on with your phone, man.
Hey, yo, what's good, Tariq? Thanks for having me on, man.
Okay, how are you, Riley?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay, oh yeah, you're the guy who called up before. What's going on? I remember you.
Yeah, so, Tariq, I saw your video on, who was it, that African actress, Lupita Nyong'o, and, I was wondering, like, what's your deal with, like, interracial relationships and shit?
Okay, I don't know. I don't have a view on it. If you want to, whoever you want to date, you date him. Just don't be a coon. That's my view.
Well, no. So this the thing, like she just dating who she want to. I assume she freaking dating for love, but and then you go on there, you call her a bedwench, you call her slurs, you say like all this hateful shit about
When
how
did I
all
say
she
that about Lapita? When did I say that about Lapita?
in
When did
your
I say?
video in your fucking video on Lupita, you were saying
What did I say? What?
she has a
Okay.
white zaddy now.
What did I? What slur did I say about her? I didn't call her no names.
You called her a bedwench.
I don't think I called her a bed wench. I just said she's dating a zaddy. I didn't call her a bed wench.
Okay, so what's the implication there?
But well, why did you just tell a blatant lie like that, sir?
I didn't lie. You could run the clip and you will see that you
Play
called
the
her a
clip.
bed
Play
wench.
where I called Lapita a bedwench. Play the
I
clip.
don't I don't have the fucking clip pulled up, but I can search it
Okay, well,
and
okay, go use your wheelchair, wheel over there to your computer, and find out what I said, sir. And you have a very foul mouth, sir.
how about you put on some
Okay,
little
let me get you. Okay,
hairline.
first of all, you need to get some asthma spray and get your little lungs together, sir. You lying out of those little frail lungs of yours. You can barely breathe, and you mustered up a lie out of them little old janky lungs of yours, sir. How dare you? You already sound like you're on your deathbed. Don't die lying. Dude, when you're about to go, you need to put some truth in your life so you can get to heaven. You're going straight to hell with your little wheezy lies. Sir, come on now. Let me get some other people in here. Good grief. You're just going this dude is on a breathing machine and he's going to just muster up some lies. He turned the breathing machine on 10 so he can get a lie out. You're wasting all of that gas in your machine to tell a lie. How dare you? And then you have a potty mouth, sir. All right. Excuse me. Let me see. Let's get Roger. Let's get Roger in here. All right, Mr. Roger.
Tariq, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, Roger. How are you?
I'm good. Just a quick point about when you were saying that a lot of Africans don't uphold Africa while they're in Africa.
Yeah.
What I notice is a lot of the Africans that do uphold Africa are here in America. like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
like Rotimi, he said that you breathe in problems over here from LA. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then Akon, he'll do the same thing. It's like you're in America talking about how great Africa is, and it's just contradictory. So it's like you don't hold your country up when you're there, but when you're over here, you talk about how great it is.
Yo.
It just confuses me. So that's the point that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. That's real talk, man. Nobody's prouder than of Africa than somebody over here living in Cleveland. They got them flags all over the place, and they're not there. So and then the projection goes on to us like we're supposed to uphold Africa for you. You understand? Let me get our brother Marcel in here. Let's get the Honorable Mr. Marcel Dixon. Let's get our brother in
Hey
here.
Tariq, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just want to piggyback on the point you made. I lost so much time defending our people when I was younger, defending the African continent. And here's what I mean. When I would get into arguments, on Facebook back in the days with these white supremacists, these anti-black bigots, they can't go after us as Black Americans because they know they can't top us or nothing. So they will always try to then bring up the poverty in Africa. They don't talk about how that poverty got there. And I will always say, Africa was doing really good until they were dumb enough to partner with the Europeans. And it happens here on Twitter. You get into arguments with these old bigots, and the first thing they do when we're cooking them is they'll show some poor African kid and say, well, look how y'all living. Look how y'all be living without the white man. So I have decided I can go at it with them and let them know that a lot of the industries that exist today got their start from some prototype on the African continent. Okay. I can do all of that. But I've decided that now, and like you said, everything I've learned about Africa, the ancient civilizations, all of it has been from foundational Black Americans, freemen. Literally every book I've read, every TV episode I saw that was teaching me about ancient Africa was always from Black American scholars. I'm not saying that we're not African scholars, but I've decided I have to let Africans now defend themselves because the same way they can come here and try to troll you, they can check these anti-Black bigots that are always dogging Africa all throughout social media and the mainstream media. So they're gonna have to learn to defend themselves now. We can't do it anymore.
Real talk, man. Much respect. Real talk. Thank you so much, brother.
Yo, Tariq,
What's up? Who is that?
it's
Ace, what's
it's
up?
A.
Is that you? You're posting up a shirt that we
I
had.
spoke to you. I spoke to you the other day. I told you. I remember Million Man March, Washington D.C. 20th anniversary. You were pushing the RBG flag. Melanoid Nation. Remember, I told you that.
But I wasn't doing that there, and you're posting up a picture for something else, so I wasn't posting it there.
No, that's you. That's you pushing the RBG. Look at that.
That's
There you
something
go.
totally different, sir. You can't even get your lie together.
How's that something different? You were on
Wasn't that
Pan-Africanism back in the day,
wasn't
and
at
then
the
you switched.
that wasn't at the Million Man March. You remember you got to be your lie was very specific. You said I was at the Million Man March with an RBG flag, and I wasn't. And what you just posted is somebody else wearing a shirt that we designed, not even at the march. So you couldn't get your lie together, sir. So Ace, that's a fail. But you tried. That's why y'all fail in your homeland. You do shit and you just don't really you can't really organize your lies right. You said specifically that I was walking around with an RBG flag. And when that was proven to be a lie, the best you can do was find somebody else wearing a red, black, and green t-shirt that we designed that had nothing to do with the Million Man March. So you got to get your lies straight next time. That gotcha was a fail, dude. But that's why y'all have to flee. Y'all don't really be focused on what y'all need to get focused on. Let's get Grong. Grong, hop on. Grong. We're waiting on Grong, and since Grong ain't saying nothing, we'll get the family person. Family. Your family. Okay, family, are you okay? Are you operating a Ferris wheel at work right now? I think he's at his job in Disneyland down in Florida, Disney World. He's down there working at Disney World. Sound like he's operating a Ferris wheel somewhere. He's trying to call in at work and forgot that he has to give people some rides. I could have swore I heard some "It's a Small World" bell in the back. All right, finish doing your job and then call back. You need to focus. Don't get people stuck on the Ferris wheel. Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene parody account. Hop on. All right. You want to turn? There you go. Marjorie Taylor. You want to turn your microphone on? Okay. Well, Marjorie Taylor, I don't know why you want to request to get on and then you don't get on. Do you want to be seen? We see you. All right. But if you have to do stuff like that for attention, we're not here to pander to your desperation for human interaction. We don't want to do that. Don't request to get on if you do not want to speak, sir. You're clearly a guy. I guess you don't want to blow your cover, but this is clearly a white man running this account pretending to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. Maybe you catfish people from this account, sir. I think you get money from desperate Republican males. Is that what you do with this account, sir? It's a conservative catfish account. And then you DM pictures of somebody's breasts and then a PayPal link. So you don't want to blow your cover. I get it. But don't request to get on if you're using your catfish account. Okay? Let's not play that game. Let me get you out of here. I don't know why you request to get on under your Finster account. D, hop on, D.
Hello, Mr. Tariq. How you doing?
I'm good, man. And D, where are you from, D?
I'm from Africa.
What part of Africa are you from, D?
I'm from Kenya.
All right, and where are you living now?
I'm in Dubai right now.
You're in Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing out there in Dubai, sir?
Work. I work there.
What kind of work you do in Dubai?
Real estate and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
hmm
Sounds like you might be over here in the United States somewhere, but okay. We'll go with
No, I live there. I live there. I have properties in LA as well. I worked in LA as well.
Now, what part of
So
Kenya,
I've stayed there.
part of Kenya you from?
Nairobi.
There you go. All right, so what's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you a quick question, Mr. Tariq. The FBA movement. Since I've lived with Black Americans in LA, and one thing I never understand about Black Americans and not owning up. I do understand it, but at the same time, I don't understand it. Why stay in a land that you're not wanted? And second of all, your name, Tariq Nasheed,
Yeah.
that's a Muslim name, meaning your ancestry probably came from Mali, Senegal, somewhere along there. You understand? And you guys have a lot of Black people have Muslim names and stuff like that. So why don't you claim back Africa, literally? Because you guys have a right as well. You literally have rights. You can go back there and build it up again, especially with resources. Because I heard you saying yesterday about tribes and stuff like that. It's no different from gang affiliations in America. Bloods, Crips, Perus, and all that. It's the same thing. We all have this nigga mentality, Africans and Black Americans. It's the same shit. And I'm telling you that for a fact. It's the same shit. So what's on your mind about that?
Okay. I don't know which one to tackle first. The Crips and Bloods are nothing like the tribal differences over there. It's not even remotely the same. Crips and Bloods are a non-factor over here. That's a myth that you guys been running with in the diaspora to justify the tribal nonsense you got going on over there. The Bloods and Crips, they're damn near defunct over here. They're just not a factor like that. Secondly, you're talking about us being in a land we're not wanted. Sir, your land is colonized by the British and now it's being colonized by the Chinese. And the Chinese over there whooping y'all around in your own land. Your airport, damn near, is basically owned by China. So they're sunning you on your own land. So you're talking about being somewhere where you're not wanted. It's so bad in your homeland, you even had to bounce. You're not over there, sir. So we don't want to do what you did. We don't want to bounce when things get ugly. We're going to stay and make it better because this is a land that we built. We live in a global system of white supremacy. The white supremacists don't want us comfortable anywhere. That includes Africa. The most uncomfortable place is Africa. That's why you're not there, sir. Y'all don't have the spirit we have to make it comfortable enough to not flee. See, that's what we do. We make sure we're going to get the basic necessities. We're going to make sure we're going to get what we're supposed to get while we're fighting white supremacy. You're dealing with white supremacy over there in your homeland, but y'all don't see it because they put a black face in front of it. But the key is stay and fight, which is what you're not doing, sir. So there's a lot of projection there. So why are you not fighting for your homeland, sir?
Actually, I'm doing it in a very, very, very small way. And you were right to some extent. The only difference why I didn't stay there is because I saw an opportunity to colonize the colonizers who colonized my people. Meaning, I made money from this white people, knowing that it's easy to make money there and coming back home and build something, rather than staying there complaining about things. That's a smart move. That's what Black people don't do. That's what African people don't do. It's all about complaining, complaining, complaining. And Bloods, Crips, they do exist. I used to stay in Inglewood in LA, and I used to see them. My neighbor was there. My neighbor was one of them. Okay, I used to get weed from this guy. I'm not lying to you. Real
Sir,
shit. So when we make money,
Bloods and Crips are not a factor. Yeah, they exist, but they're not a factor.
but
They're not on any level as the child soldiers over there in your homeland and the tribal beefs over there in your homeland. It's not even remotely close. It's not even
Mr.
remotely
Tariq,
compared.
the child soldiers happen in Blood Diamond eras. That shit is almost non-existent anymore. Probably in Sierra Leone and the West African. Probably. Right now, Africa that you knew and what people think it was, it's not. Africa is growing at a very alarming rate.
Then
It
why are
is.
you not there?
Because I'm making, like I said, I'm making money from the colonizers who colonized my people because it's easy money. That's a smart thing to do. But a lot of black people, a lot of Africans are not smart enough to actually make the money, come back to the community, and build their own community. A lot of black people,
Y'all
once
been
you
saying
make it out the
that
hood,
for
you
a
don't come
hundred
back.
years, though, brother. We've been
Yeah,
hearing that we're
why?
gonna leave and go get some money and go build it back, and that never happens. Y'all leave, stay, and never come back. It's an escape route, and you never go see it again. Y'all haven't built that place up in 100 and something years, sir. Y'all been saying the same thing over and over again, like this real big grand scheme that you've bucked the system and you're just going to go get all this money from the white man and you're going to go back and build up Wakanda. There's always an Akon City scam that y'all talking about that never materializes. Why does none of this stuff ever materialize, sir?
It takes time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It takes time
then
to
don't
build.
talk
It
to
takes
us
time.
foundational black Americans about anything because we can get stuff done very quickly. While we're
No, no, no. Wait,
we don't
Mr.
flee,
Tariq.
sir.
No, no. You say you take things. You do it quickly. You haven't done. How many black people are in jail? Most of them. The jail system in America, filled with black people and
And what does
immigrants.
that mean? And what does
Okay.
that We're in a system of white supremacy, dude. Your country is a jail. They've turned your homeland into a de facto prison system. They impoverish you and with deprivation. You got all of those resources that you can't even access yourself. You'll get punished for accessing the resources under your own feet. The white supremacists and now the Asian colonizers, they've turned your homeland into an open air prison, sir. So what are you
No, no,
talking?
no, 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 no. It's not that at all.
Is that
If anything,
wait,
actually, it's a mutual benefit that's coming along. When the
what's-
Chinese come here, listen. When the Chinese come here, or whatever you're trying to call the neo-colonization, let's call it neo-colonization. They're coming here to build roads and stuff like that, and structures for us. Yes, we are indebted to them, but we are
yes.
paying the debt, which is development right now. We're working with what we have. You guys have the best education system, the best healthcare, but you're doing fuck all. You understand? You're doing fuck all. Us
We
guys
doing
in
what?
Africa,
We're doing what? What are you talking? We're doing what?
you're doing okay. You're doing nothing.
Who's
You
doing
know, you're
nothing?
doing nothing. Black people are doing nothing.
But
The
that's
only
a
thing black
projection.
look,
No,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no, no,
Let me
no.
give.
That's a projection, dude. We're doing better than you and your people. So what are you talking about? How are you going to point the finger? Where's the Kenyan Tyler Perry? Huh?
Wait. Exactly. The
Where's the
only thing.
Kenyan Oprah?
The only thing that black people have in America.
No. Where's the Kenyan Tariq Nasheed? Hmm?
Let's have a conversation, Mr.
Let's
Tariq.
have it. Tell me
Yeah.
the Kenyan equivalent of who I just named.
All right. I will tell you a bunch of them. I'll tell
Let's
you
let's
a bunch of them.
let's hear it.
Lupita Nyong'o, the shorty that you
Stop.
were talking about right now, she's from Kenya.
And
Barack Obama.
she was
Barack
born
Obama was
in
born.
Mexico.
Wait, wait,
Okay.
wait, wait.
Okay, you're talking about people who had to flee and come to us. All right. Thank you for proving
Relax.
my point.
No,
Thank you for proving my point. They had to flee and come to us in order to come up and then portray us. Lapita got her come up portraying a foundational black American in 12 Years a Slave. You have to come tether, and she was in the movie Us playing a tether. You have to tether as us. You feel me?
can we speak now without
Go
muting?
ahead.
Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, these people, Lupita Nyong'o, for example, she got an opportunity. Yeah, it's the
By
smartest
tethering
thing
is
to do.
us.
Wait, relax. Let me. I let you speak. Let me just finish my point, please. She got an opportunity. Any smart person who gets an opportunity to do something good for themselves will take it. It's a human thing. Whether
Because
you're
of
white,
us.
black,
Because of
red, green.
foundation. No. Because of foundational black Americans. So that's why you can't point the finger at us. We're so successful. When you get around us, you get some of that success. That's why you come among us in order to get some of the successes that we fight for, sir. You can't do it on your own. So you're not at liberty to point fingers at foundational black Americans and talk about what we ain't doing. You can't do that, sir. Y'all
Mr.
have to
Tariq.
you have to come among us to get it in. Also, some of the first students from Kenya who came over here, some of those first African students who came over here in the late 50s, early 60s, they were coming from Kenya. That was foundational Black Americans making that happen, sir. We were making that happen.
I agree. I agree. I'm not saying all black people are fucked up. I'm not saying that.
You
I'm
don't
saying a
have
good
you didn't
number.
have
Wait,
at liberty to say anything about no foundational Black Americans at all. You will not disrespect any foundational Black Americans. You're not at liberty to do that, sir. Not when you are from a failed homeland that you had to flee from, sir.
it's not fleeing. Let me speak now. Just don't cut me off. Let me get my
Go
point
ahead.
so
You
that
can
we
go
can have a
ahead.
conversation. Yeah.
Say what you
Okay.
got to say, sir. Go ahead.
So the example, Lupita Nyong'o. Okay, we have Mosa.
Bad example.
Do
Okay,
you know?
we've already
Do you
proven that's
know?
a bad example. Give me another one. We've already proven that's a horrible example of
Do you
Kenyan
know? Wait.
success. You coming among us, that's not Kenyan success. That's you having to flee and eat off us. But go ahead. Give me some Kenyan success stories.
It's not. It's not eating off people. It's not eating off FBAs. It's
Give
smart
me
moves.
some Kenyan success stories where y'all didn't have to eat off us.
What do you mean eat off you? We eat off white people. We don't eat off
Dude,
black people.
give
We
us
don't
some
eat off black
success
people
stories where you
because
didn't have to eat off us
I've
and eat
given you.
off our history. That's how Lapita came up, eating off us and our history. Shout
Wait,
out
let
to
me
her,
ask you
no
a question.
disrespect, but
Let
go
me
ahead.
ask you a
You're
question.
stalling. I asked you a
No, no,
question and you're
no. Let me
stalling.
ask you a question.
You don't, no,
Because
no,
when I
no,
answer,
no. I asked you about these Kenyan successes, and boy, you got to stalling. And the best thing you could come up with was Lapita, who was born in Mexico, by the way, and then got here to the U.S. cosplaying as us and getting our roles and acting as a foundational Black American who was enslaved. Okay,
the only thing Black American people have on lock is basketball and music. Nothing else. Literally
sir,
nothing innovative.
sir,
Nothing innovative. And you
sir,
can say
no,
Africans are like this.
no, sir. If you use a light bulb, that's from foundational Black Americans, sir. You better know your history, buddy. If you use a light bulb, a foundational Black American came up with that when Thomas Jefferson stole it. That's Lewis Latimer. Sir, do you know all the things that we've created?
Give me 5 examples and proof that Black American people, foundational Black American people, have created. Please, Mr. Tariq.
I just said one, Lewis Latimer, the light
Hmm.
bulb. Okay. Also, many people believe Lewis Latimer was the one who really created the telephone. He was working for Alexander Graham Bell. Okay. The modern airplane, another foundational Black American, patented an aircraft before the Wright brothers, Charles Page. A lot of our stuff gets erased in history. If you use
Where's
a
the proof?
dude,
I want to show me the proof.
the patent is at the patent office. The proof is there. You have
Why
to.
is it in an wait? Why is it in an office? Why is it in an office and
That's
not
where
taught
patents
in
go,
history
sir.
and black schools? All right. Why don't you, Tariq, and every why don't you open a black school, yeah, where you can teach people about
I
this black
have a
history
black.
and stuff like that?
I have a black museum, sir, where I teach this stuff. Where's yours? Where's the Kenyan museum that's owned by Black Kenyans?
We do have a couple of museums there
Owned
in
by the
Kenya, a bunch of it.
owned
We
by
have a
the
bunch of
Chinese.
it.
Owned the Chinese
No, no,
building.
no, 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 no. It was there before they came. It
Oh
was there
no,
way before they came.
I don't believe
Okay.
that. What's the name of it? The Chinese built it. The Chinese are building up the infrastructure over.
It's literally called the Nairobi Museum. Literally, that's what it's fucking called.
How long
That's one
has
of
it
the
been
museums.
there?
Okay. So, Mr. Tariq,
Hmm.
I'm not shitting on what foundational black people have done of what they've gone through or whatever. I'm just being real with you. A lot of black people in America are incompetent, and that's just a fact of reality, Mr. Tariq.
The
That's just a fact of reality. Now, someone like you,
sir, you know I've been to Kenya, right?
come again, please.
You do know I've been to Kenya.
When did you go there? When was the last
Dude,
time you were there?
it was probably a decade or so ago.
Thank you. A decade ago. Come
Oh,
right now.
what did something change in that decade?
A lot of shit changed. A lot of
Oh,
shit changed.
like what?
Infrastructure,
I don't believe,
everything.
sir.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Are people still crapping in the streets out there?
No, what the fuck? We have toilets, we have flushes. I wish I was in Kenya right now. I show you one of my houses. I can bet it's bigger than yours. 100%.
Well,
100%. The cars
good.
that I drive in Kenya, the car that I drive in Kenya, trust me, it's better than a lot of people's cars here.
No, it's
That's
not.
one.
No, it's not. Here's that Prince of Zamunda shit. No,
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 no, no,
it
no.
ain't. Let's
Listen,
stop it.
listen.
No, 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 no.
Wakanda forever,
Y'all
brother.
so good at doing
Wakanda
that.
forever.
No, no, I don't want to hear that Prince of Zamunda bullshit. Y'all very good at that. Oh, back home, you don't understand. I have a car, I have an airplane, I am rich. Back y'all, that's the Prince of damn Zamunda. Y'all been doing that shit for years. I'm pretending to be poor over here, but back home I own diamonds. I have an elephant. No, y'all always do the Prince of Zamunda lie.
No,
You
no, no.
don't
Listen,
have none of that.
we
I
don't
don't
do that.
believe you. You know you don't. The
Listen,
infrastructure has not gotten better in no damn decade. It has
it
not,
has.
sir.
Lord,
It
it
has
has.
not.
It
You,
has.
sir. We can still see videos of what's going on over there. Y'all have
That's the
places.
thing. You
You
see a video. You see a
have
video.
places. You have places over there that's Chinese only. They have places over there where y'all asses can't even get in, and it's your homeland. Don't tell me how better it's getting. Yeah, y'all got one of the biggest shanty towns out there in Kenya. What are you talking about?
See, you're talking about videos. You're talking about videos, Mr. Tariq, and you know how this shit can be altered. The same way Black history has been altered is the same way these videos are. That's what I'm telling you. Come to Africa, see it right now, and
We've
you will
been
know.
there.
What about Chinatown in America? There's a Chinatown in America.
And
You're saying that, oh, Chinese people own this place in Africa, da 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 da. What about Chinatown there? What about the Italian mafias in fucking New York and all that? You see, the thing is, yeah, every country right now is becoming diverse,
okay,
and it's
that
okay.
ain't nothing to do with us. We don't really be in Chinatown like that. So what that has nothing to do with us. So these false equivalencies are horrible. But
No,
sir,
so
you're not going to sit here and act like the infrastructure in Kenya has gotten better. Do they still have Kibera over there?
the same way they have 63rd in Chicago,
No,
same
no,
thing. They
no,
same on BD gang, same thing.
no, no. Are you
Trust, the
trying to
same
compare?
thing.
Are you trying to compare Chicago to Kibera?
The same thing. Detroit is
Ain't
like
no
Kibera.
damn same thing.
Detroit is like Kibera.
Ain't
Detroit
no
is like Kibera
good,
a
no
hundred
good and
percent.
well. Detroit ain't like Kibera.
It
Fam,
is.
y'all Google Kibera. That's the largest slum in Africa, and it's in Kenya. Fam,
Facts. You're right. You're right.
the
But the same
largest
thing.
slum
The
in the
same
whole.
thing.
Your country has the largest slum in the whole continent of Africa. It's a huge, big ass slum over there, big ass shanty town. And this guy wants to talk about how we're non productive, and you got the biggest slum in Africa? Really, brother?
That's because we got independence just recently, bro.
Okay. Oh, boy, explaining.
Okay.
Okay.
That's but
Then get
still
it
like
together. Don't point fingers, sir.
no
Don't
one's
point
pointing.
fingers.
No one's
Don't
pointing
sit here and
fingers.
talk about
But
what
you
we got,
do,
talking about some old block in Chicago, and y'all have the biggest open slum in the whole continent in your homeland, sir.
Mr. Tariq. All you do is point fingers. So if
Yeah,
someone points fingers back at you, it's a
that
problem. Why?
at least none of us are living in open slums like Cabrera.
J- What is your point? What is your point?
The point is, you're not at liberty to point fingers at foundational Black Americans if you live in the biggest slum in the whole continent of Africa. If that's where your
That
people are.
that is a very weak point, and I told you, come to Kenya right now, see how it's grown. You're saying
I
I've
don't
seen
want
a
to go see
video
the
about a
slum. I've been there.
decade ago.
We went out there to see the animals. It was very beautiful out there. We went out there to the Serengeti. Very beautiful out there. Very, very beautiful.
Then come right
But
now and see the change, Mr. Tariq. Africa has changed, and it's growing at an alarming rate, and it's becoming
if it
beautiful.
if it were, you would still be there.
I do go back there every time to rebuild. That's what I'm doing. I'm
What
coming
are
to
you
white
rebuilding?
people.
Rebuilding
I'm coming.
rebuilding
I'm
Islam?
No, listen. I'm coming to white people, getting the beautiful money, going back home, building for my people. That is a smart fucking move, and you can't say nothing about that. That is a very
No,
smart move.
y'all,
But you're
y'all,
saying
y'all,
I flee
no, you
because I
don't.
was smart.
Y'all try to make it seem like you're doing some kind of reconnaissance work that you're getting over. Stop it. Y'all got all of these scam ass talking points that never materializes, sir. And we're hip to it, and we ain't buying it. We're
No,
just
no, no, no.
it's.
Listen, Mr. Tariq. I want you to come to Kenya. Yeah,
I don't want to
I'll do.
suffer. Listen,
What?
family,
No,
y'all.
no, 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 no. You won't
No,
suffer.
no,
You won't
no,
suffer. You won't
dude,
suffer at all.
dude. I'm not going to suffer at all. No, because
No, no. Listen,
oh, this
listen,
is
listen
my
to me,
game.
Mr. It's a good offer. It's a good offer, Mr. Tariq. Listen.
Sir, you ain't even going back. Why am I going? Why am I going to go and you ain't going? And your ass is somewhere nice and safe out of Kibera, getting out of there.
Mr. Tariq, I was for the holidays. I was back home. Guess where I was? I was in the strip club with my missus, chilling.
Sir,
We do have strip clubs there as well. Okay, we
sir,
do have strip clubs there. We have
nigga,
cars. We have so much shit there. We are developed. I
dude,
don't know what you're saying. You're talking about a video. You think I have a
dude,
pet lion next to me?
dude,
You think I have a
dude.
pet lion next to me?
You were not at no strip club out there, sir. You were not.
Oh
No,
my!
no
That's what
not,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Tariq. This is what we're gonna do. That's what I'm telling you, Mr. Tariq. I want you to come
sir.
to Kenya. You're gonna stay with me. Stay with me in my
No, I'm
house. I want
not
you to stay
in
with me in my house
Kibera.
so you see it.
And I
No,
can
fuck you,
imagine the
Kibera.
must in that strip club. I can
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah, okay, okay, fine.
But
Imagine the
sir,
must.
we're not, sir.
Imagine the whatever.
You're not, sir. Kibera, listen, family. Kibera has almost 1 million people in their family, in a big ass slum. Do y'all know how many people? Family, a slum with 1 million people in it. Y'all understand what I'm telling you, family? A big ass shanty town with 1 million people, and you're trying to tell me how things are popping? Really?
Yo, my president rocks a fucking Patek Philippe on his wrist. That should fucking tell you something. I have an AP on my hand. That should tell you something.
That's
You
mass
understand?
complaining, sir. When you have a
Listen,
slum with 1 million people in it, in a shanty town, you can't point the finger at foundational Black Americans and say anything, sir.
I can because
You
6030
can't.
is ass. No,
You
because
cannot.
6030 is dead. Because Chicago is ass. Because Detroit is ass.
Chicago
Because
ain't a
Michigan
shanty
is ass.
town. Black
Because
folks in
Atlanta is
Chicago
ass.
don't live in shanty towns, brother, at all.
It's because listen. The only difference, you guys, the 6030 is a slum, but it's built by brick walls. That's the only difference.
It ain't no.
Other than
It ain't
that, it's the same shit. Trust me.
no
I,
foundational Black Americans live in shanty towns. None. Nothing like that. We don't live nowhere. It ain't no, you might have homeless people, but most of them are white. But foundational Black Americans, we don't live in shanty towns, dude. Nowhere near it, sir. So you
that's what
can't
I'm
compare.
saying. You guys live in a developed country. The difference between your slum and
Right,
ours is literally a brick wall. It's literally a brick wall. Nothing
right.
more, nothing less.
So it ain't even the same. So we're not living in slums. We refuse to live in slums. See, we know how to build stuff. Even when we're left to our own devices, we start building up Black Wall Streets and shit like that. They have to come sabotage the shit we build. Every time we try to build,
Black Wall Street,
when,
hell,
when
you guys sell cocaine and shoot each other, and then end up in jail. Baby daddies, baby mamas, everywhere. Your kids are in gangs and stuff like that, and that's just a fact.
you don't, the gangs come from tethers, and the drugs come from a lot of you tethers. Y'all be bringing the shit in if you want to go there. Your Caribbean brothers, there's always some tethers bringing in some dope around us now. You don't want to go there, sir. You really don't want to go there. Do you really want to go there, buddy? Like y'all ain't doping it up out there in them slums out there in Kenya. Really?
Come on, Mr. Tariq. We don't do that shit.
Dude,
That's
if
what
you
I'm saying.
don't stop.
That's what I'm saying. Come and see it. Yeah, instead of speaking and giving people misinformation about how Africa is and how African people, it is fucked up the same way white people are doing to black people. You guys are just literally, it's like a food chain, yeah? It's like white, black people, and then African people. Instead of all of us building together and stuff like that, fuck the white people the same way I did to come to the white people, take the fucking money, come back home,
You're not
drive a
taking
nice fucking Porsche.
fled, sir.
What do you
You
mean?
fled. You just fled, sir.
I,
You
I
just
didn't
you,
I
you
didn't
just
flee.
you just
I
fled. You fled the slums of Kenya. That's all, sir. You fled the slums of Kenya, and you trying to project your fleeing mindset onto us. We're fine over here, sir. This is our homeland. We ain't fleeing. We're not. We don't live in slums with millions of people stuck in shanty towns. We don't live nowhere near that, sir. You got
You
to get
live in 63rd, Inglewood, Compton. Come
Inglewood,
on, bro.
a paradise.
Come on, Mr. Tariq.
Inglewood is a paradise compared to your
Uh,
greatest neighborhoods over there, sir. What are
oh,
you
like
talking
I
about?
could drive my Chevy there, yeah, and
Inglewood
get
is
shot in the head.
beautiful. What are you talking? What are you talking about? Inglewood is a beautiful community. What are you talking about? Name the slums of Inglewood. What street? Inglewood
It
is
has it
beautiful.
has it has some beautiful people,
No,
but the street
Inglewood
is
is beautiful.
fucked up.
No, it ain't.
That's
What
see the thing
street is
is
messed up in Inglewood?
ev-
Name the
bro,
street.
it's not safe. It's not safe.
Name the
Inglewood was
streets that's
never
messed up
safe.
in Inglewood.
Fuck
No,
fuck me. No no
no,
no
no,
no.
no. Name the streets that are messed up in Inglewood. Inglewood is a beautiful community. What street is messed up in Inglewood? It's not dirty and filthy over there. Nobody's living in shanty towns.
Come on.
Even the gangsters aren't musty and they have creases in their khakis and their t-shirts are clean.
Why do you
Where
think?
do you
Why
see
are you
filth?
saying
Where
that?
do you see
You know,
filth in Inglewood? Well, no, no. What street do you see filth in Inglewood? Manchester is immaculate. A lot of great black businesses over there. I go there all the time to get food, shop. What filth are you talking about? You can't compare that to them shanty towns in your homeland, sir. Come on now, you're just saying stuff, buddy. Get your homeland together so that you don't have to project like this, sir. You project.
now you see the thing is, Mr. Tariq, if someone gives you a very valid point, you always say projection. I was listening to you
It is
yesterday.
because no,
Yesterday I
sir,
was listening
no,
to you
no,
when
you
one
can't.
person gave you
I'm just not taking advice from somebody who comes from a place that has the largest shanty town in the whole continent of Africa, sir. And then you want to give us advice about being productive? How? Just
because
how?
most black people are either smoking weed, fucking bitches, baby daddies and baby mamas everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. We know this.
Well, sir, that's in your homeland. Most of us aren't doing that here. That's not most of us. It must be most of you over there because y'all don't have it together to the point where you have to flee, sir. You understand?
I,
Baby mamas and baby daddies, do you know the orphanages over there? Y'all got children spilling over in the streets in your homeland. Baby mamas and baby daddies and deadbeats? Really? The orphanages over there are spilling over with kids that y'all done abandoned over there.
that's a lie. False
How is that a
information.
lie?
That's the thing that you're trying to do that I don't like. You're trying to make Africa like we are just having pet lions. We live under a tree. We shit under a tree. We don't take showers and stuff like that, bro. That's what I'm telling
Dude,
you. Come and see the fucking place
there-
before you
there's
start
almost
telling
four,
people that
dude,
we're fucked up.
are there not about 4 million orphans in Kenya? There's about 4 million orphans. That's not me making it up. There's about 4 million orphans over there, man. These kids are being abandoned left and right over there, dude. That's not me making it up. These are hard numbers. Them orphanages are infamous over there. In fact, ain't that where that white woman family, is that where the white woman went over there from Arizona, Arkansas? Was it Kenya or was it Uganda she went to? Help me out, family. Was it Uganda? Okay, it might have been Uganda. Okay. Because that's another thing too. Well, all of those kids over there that y'all didn't abandon, y'all got all of the damn child trafficking that goes on over there too. You don't want to. Do you really want to go there about
Come on,
pointing a
child
finger?
trafficking now. Child trafficking. You're talking about 1970s or 60s, bro.
Nigga,
That
man,
was the
please.
colonization time. Come on, we don't do that shit anymore.
Yes,
That's what I'm
y'all
saying. That
do.
thing does that, bro. You're talking from videos. That's what I'm saying. False information. Come to back to Africa, see the way it is right now, and then speak. But now you telling every black American, oh,
Dude,
Africans are like this, Africans are like that, Africans are like this.
child sex
Come
trafficking
on, bro.
is still a big thing over there in Africa, in Kenya in particular, right now.
That's a
Not in the
lie. That's
it's-
Oprah's shit. No, no, no,
no,
no. That's
no,
Oprah's shit. That's
right now.
Oprah's shit. Oprah has been busted for that right now. Naomi
Dude,
Campbell, all this black foundational black Americans. Oprah is a fucking pedophile. Why are you not talking about that?
who does she pedophile?
Oprah is a pedophile, and everyone knows that. Oprah is
Prove
a
it.
fucking
Prove it.
pedophile.
Prove
All
it.
right, you prove about the child sex that are happening right now. Prove
Google
it.
it.
Prove
Hell,
it.
Google it.
All right, you Google Oprah right now. It's in. We're in here.
None.
If we're talking about Google,
There's no children
yeah,
that she
Google. Let's both
pedophiled.
Google it.
Yeah, and there's nothing there. Oprah didn't pedophile anybody. Oprah didn't
Or
do
F you,
anything.
Oprah was in Oprah, Jeff, whatever that Epstein motherfucker, his island shit. All those, come on, bro, stop acting like that. Oprah is a bitch and a witch and everything, and that's a fact of reality.
Well, you
She
can't
is
point
a
the finger.
fucked
You
up
can't
woman.
point the finger at Oprah when y'all over there in Kenya, y'all have whole child sex trafficking rings right now.
That is a fucking lie. That is
Right.
a fucking lie.
You can look this stuff up. You can Google this stuff right now. Over in Khalifi and Kwale and all of those people. Yes, sir. It's big over there. It's big over there
Yo,
right now. Not in
come
the
on.
70s. Right now. That's a big
Child
problem over.
trafficking in Africa
Yes,
right now. Are you
white
mad,
supremacists
bro?
go over there specifically over there to get kids. Y'all be giving them kids up. Y'all give them kids up easily.
That is a lie.
It's a
That is
big
a
problem,
lie.
sir. It's not. Y'all can look it
Mr.
up.
Tariq,
The stats are
false
there.
inf- and you know the fucked up part what you told me right now? Google it. Google it.
Yeah,
That is you want me to get information from Google, but you're telling
dude.
us our
Because
history
there's so
has been
many sources.
altered,
Okay, let me
our
Google for you.
history has been fucked up,
There's so
our
many
history white people have
sources
done.
because there's so many damn sources. Hell, I can sit here and name them all. The UN talks about this. NORC.org talks about this. That's a problem over there. The Crime Research Center talks about this, sir. I mean, damn, I can just give up so many different sources. Y'all
Mr. Tariq,
let them white supremacists go over there and run amok, just like you're letting the Asians go over there and run amok, smacking you up over there in your own homeland.
no, wait, Mr. Tariq, you just said the UN. That alone should just tell you how fucked up your information that you're giving people is. Because if the UN was working, Ukraine wouldn't be at war, Palestine wouldn't be at war. You understand?
Okay, you're just saying stuff at this point, sir. You're just saying stuff because you really don't have a retort, sir. You're just kind of saying, no, that's not a retort, sir. When there's documented proof of the child sex trafficking over there in your homeland, when there's just so much proof, and your defense is, the UN be doing shit in Dubai. That means you ain't got no retort, sir. All right. Anyway. You're getting a little boring, but I would suggest you really fix your homeland. Stop trying to sell us the Prince of Zamunda package. I don't want to hear about all these cars you got. We don't want to hear none of that. Look, we don't believe you. That game is over. When y'all come over here telling us all this stuff you got over there in Africa, you're a prince in a village and you got diamonds and go, yeah. But you're never there doing princely shit. When we go over there, we don't ever see it. All right, we don't ever see your car, we see your camel. We don't see none of that stuff. But anyway, all right. I don't want to hear none of that. Boy, we got a lot of folks in here. Let's get Bricks. Got a person named Bricks in here. All right, Mr. Bricks. What's going on, Bricks? Mr. Bricks, you want to turn your microphone on?
Oh yeah, I can't believe you actually called me. I appreciate it. Tariq, I've been dying to speak to you, man. Because
Okay.
I'll be honest, man. I got a lot of respect for you in many angles. But like today, right now, 2 stats you put out, I don't know where you got them from. You said Kenya has a much worse problem when it comes to trafficking of children. Bruh, do you know what's going on in America? Especially in the black community, the black children in America. You know how many kids,
What's going
do you know how many
What's
kids?
going on?
All right, over 29,000 children in 2021 went missing. Not one was found. And that's out of 380,000 kids. The rest were found, but they teach us statistics over here. So we don't know that 29,000 is the number that actually of children that were not
We
found.
know. No, slow down.
Hold on.
Now that's a total. No. You got to get your documents
All right,
straight.
so how many kids were trafficked in Kenya?
missing children and trafficking children, because the kids ain't missing, they're just being trafficked. You know where they are. They're being trafficked over there. They're not missing.
Bro, hold
They're
on,
being
hold on, hold
trafficked.
on. You telling me that, but see, that's the thing. You do this, bro. 29,000 kids, hold on, 29,000 kids that are.
Slow down, because you're just throwing shit out here and you're not putting no context to it. Missing children is different from children being trafficked, right? Because, yeah, you're not just going to throw random numbers out and try to make them comparable, and it's not comparable. We're talking about children being trafficked. You're talking about children being missing. That's a whole different ball game. Bricks, get on here. Yeah, we don't do that. Bricks, what we do here, everything is going to be streamlined and right and exact. You just don't say shit and just bounce all over the place. It's going to have to be in the right context.
All right, what gangs? Hold on. What gangs do you know that you said that the tether started that? What are you talking about?
We're talking about the drug. We'll get on that in
No,
a minute. No.
What gangs are you talking
We'll get
about?
on that in a minute. Hold on. Let's get on the child trafficking shit first. We're not going to bounce all over the place.
Because you got three things you just said. I don't even understand where you got it from.
Hold on. No, you're not going to bounce all over the place. You just said some real weird shit about child trafficking.
Yeah, I put the facts at the bottom. I put the facts at the bottom. You can find it in the comments.
That's different. Children being missing is different from child trafficking.
Bro, have you been to Houston?
Totally different.
Have you been to Houston before?
Sir, that's different.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Slow down, dude. In foundational Black American culture, we don't have an open sex trafficking with children. We don't have.
Bro, you tripping, bro. Stop this, bro. Don't do this nonsense. Stop doing that. That's crazy right there. About? You are sugarcoating shit right now. That's not right.
What am I?
Let me tell you. First of all, Black American women are the most targeted when it comes to rape and trafficking, when it comes to adults.
Child trafficking. No. Now you keep switching it. I said child trafficking.
Listen,
you're talking about
the trafficking problem happens whether there's poverty.
You're not going to babble. You're not going to do that. You're not going to say one thing and then change the subject. And no. You're trying to do sleight of hand shit, and I'm not letting you do that. Foundational Black American culture, we don't have an open child trafficking entity over here, sir. Do we? You're not going to lie on us, nigga. We don't have open child trafficking in America with Black folks. Do we, Bricks? Get your ass on here. You're not going to lie. We don't have child trafficking openly out here in Black America.
You want me to show you? I'll send you videos right now in Houston. It's public already, but what are you talking about? And this is not only
hold on. What are you talking about?
No, it's very clear. Go look at the stats. Don't talk. I don't do that. I don't debate with people who don't have facts. You're not debating properly.
You're just babbling, sir.
I put them in the comments, Papa. You go down there, go.
Because you babbling. We don't have. I want you to show what child trafficking ring does Black Americans have? Do Black Americans have? We don't have that. We don't have it.
Listen, nobody wants to accept this. It happens in every race in America. The children being targeted the most are obviously Black and brown. Why? Because most of the children trafficked in America.
Okay, that means you're Hispanic. Okay, that means you're Hispanic. What part of Mexico is your family from? What part of Mexico is your family from, Bricks?
Bobby, I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban. Do not play. My family has slaves in my family. Do not play with me.
Now, there we go. So don't try to compare your shit to ours. Now, you got that shit in your homeland. You got that in your culture. We don't. We don't have it in our culture. You can't speak.
Nah, you lying, bro.
How am I lying? You can't speak on our culture. How am I lying? Hop on here, dude. Bricks, hop on.
You keep muting me, bro. Give me a second to speak.
Go ahead, but you're not going to sit here and lie.
In Detroit, I understand you're not used to seeing Puerto Ricans. You're not used to seeing Cubans. You're not used to seeing Dominicans. See, a lot of people, what they do is they say, oh, Spanish people, but you don't understand. You even made a movie about Maroons, bro. What is a Maroon? Do you know what Jamaica, do you know the history of the Arawak Nation? The actual first slaves in Florida? They did not come from Africa, bro. And just so you understand, black skin did not come from slavery, bro, in America. It was already here. So I don't know what narrative you're pushing about a separation and division.
Dude,
But
what are you talking about? You all over the damn place. Man, you are so all over the place. You're all over the place. You're just saying stuff. And again, as a Cuban Puerto Rican, you're not at liberty to say anything about foundational Black Americans because your family fled too. Y'all fled, brother. So you can't say anything. You understand that? You haven't gotten things popping in either one of your homelands.
Tariq, is Puerto Rico not part of America?
Sir,
Come on, is it part of America or no?
if it's part of America, why are you running around talking about you Puerto Rican? If it's part of America,
I'm American, baby. Hold on, I'm a Florida boy. Hold on. You were talking about the street. You said it.
because you the ones y'all make it clear. Y'all throw them flags up. You throw them flags up all the time as if you're different. Okay, you throw them flags up as if you're different, and Puerto Rico ain't really popping like that, sir. But go ahead. Go ahead, Bricks. Bricks, go ahead. Okay, he got out of here. I didn't get him out of here. He got out of here. Yeah, you're not gonna lie on us. Let me be very clear. Don't let these people lie on us. Let me tell you something. Foundational Black Americans. We're the only group of people who do not have an open child sex trafficking culture. We're the only people who don't have that shit. You can go over there to the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and all of these other places in Kenya, all over the Caribbean. That's what this Epstein thing is a big story now. You go all through the Caribbean or wherever, all in Asia, and go pick out some kids somewhere. They have little secret rings where they let you pick out kids and all of these other places. We are the only people who don't play that shit. You cannot come among us trying to get at no kids like that. Openly. I'm talking about openly. Yeah, kids get things happen to children, but it's on some behind the closed door shit where don't nobody know about it. And once we find out about it, if you get locked down, that ass is gonna get towed up in jail. We stomp out people who mess with kids out here. We stomp them all the way the hell out over here. Foundational Black Americans don't play those kind of games. Even in the jail culture, that's not acceptable. Even among hardened criminals, that's one thing that's not acceptable. You understand? It's acceptable in some of these other places. Y'all know it goes on. Y'all know what the white people go over there doing in Kenya, getting them kids. I done seen them walking around with these little young kids over there in the Caribbean. Y'all know what they're doing. You're fully aware of what they're doing. If we see something like that, somebody up here trying to do something with some kid and it looks real funny style, it's on and popping.